I said give it up for Warren Griffin Jr. He's up here bumping into the speaker. We almost had an insurance claim just now and almost fell on him. But it's World Indigenous People Day, so I'm not going to give him any shit. It's okay. So happy Columbus Day. So let's get our next comedian up here, everybody. Give it up for David Bacon.
Socks off. And appropriately, tokens, I don't know if you know the history of tokens, like not this place specifically, but tokens themselves, you know, they're a substitute for money in a sense. And maybe you think that like the tokens originally, you know, it wasn't for video games, although that's popular now, or pinball. You know, they used to have them for the bus or the subway. People collect those. There's some word for that. I don't know what it's called, like because of like an EXOC, some kind of freaking crazy. It's not, whatever. That doesn't matter. Hi, camera. I was gonna make love to you.
You did a great job.
Usually I last at least double that amount of time. What was I saying? What the fuck was I talking? Token, okay. But the original token was from like fucking, you know, like the Greek, Romans, maybe not the Greeks, the Romans. Well, it could have been, but it was like the Roman time. And it had a different term, I don't remember what it was called. But it was fucking for a brothel. Because the ladies, like the brothel, it's run by like probably a dude or madam, I don't know what they did back in the day, but you know, you can't trust those fucking whores with money. So you gotta pay at the door, you get a token, then you give it to them, then they get paid from the thing. So I filled up my pockets tonight, I've gotten rid of all my cash, so I'm hoping that maybe, is it still the same rules? I thought this was called tokens, so once again, socks off. Okay. That's that bit. Okay. So, chimps and bonobos are related, and they're very close to each other. But they have a couple of different characteristics. Now, supposedly back in the day, in like the 60s or 70s, like, I don't know, like Hollywood Babylon time, some of those Hollywood rich ladies would have chimp pets to like be their friends. And every once in a while those chimps would get to be older and then they would maul their friend. There's like a lady who got, whatever. They were using them for sexual fucking pleasure, you know. Yeah, they were the chimps or anywho. Now chimps, if you know much about chimps, which, you know, who doesn't? Chimps, they don't like outsiders. They'll fight outsiders and they'll kill them. Bonobos. It's a whole different story. I don't know. Now, bonobos, there's like one place in Africa. It's like the middle of Africa. I don't remember what country. That's where all the bonobos live. Some people, the bonobos are like, they're called pygmy chimps or something like that, you know? Some people think, or there's at least a guy who thinks that the bonobos are related to the Arthur, or whatever, some fucking like one of our whatever, you know, like a fucking, you know, there's all the, like, there's Lucy, and there's all those different human, there's one called like Australopithecus, which is short, and they think that the bonobos, because it's the same thing, might be like, that's the descendant of that. Someone has that theory, not everyone. Okay. The bonobos are kind of run by the chicks. The bonobos, instead of like it being war, it's just about fucking. It's the orgy. It's the freaking socks off. That's what the bonobos have figured out. So like, they'll be like a packet, and it's like they find food. There's a new food source, there's a new thing. It's like, party, the first thing they do, it's just fuck. And then, like, no dude who is like, I'm getting all the food for me, because then it's like, oh, yeah, every time we find a new thing, we just fucking eat. Ah, what the hell? And so, now when there's like an outsider in the bonobo world, as opposed to the chimp world, the bonobos aren't violent towards the outsider. They're just like, hey, stranger, come on in, let's fuck. That's what they... Now, the chick bonobos are into a lot of what's the rate? Bonobo clitorises, they're like half, like a bonobo like is like half the size of like a girl, like a teenage, girl. But their clitoris is 3 times the size. So the bonobo chicks will come together and they'll just fucking rub clitorises together for 10 to 20 seconds, like as a greeting, like, hey, nice to meet you, fucking blah, oh wow, and that makes their group so strong, so the dudes have no power, because the women are just like all bonded from fucking playing with each other. The guys will do that too, but not as often. Sucks off. So they don't. So what I said when was like an invading force? Yeah, they would just like it's like let's just fuck. So the chicks will do that. How often do the bonobo ladies get together? How often do they get together and rub giant clitorises? Every 2 hours. Every 2 hours. So it's like I've been trying to explain this to my lady because she doesn't. Oh, I have a red light. Okay. So I've been trying to explain this to my lady because it's like. She doesn't like when I drive because I'm more aggressive. I'll like go through red lights if there's no cars. Like it's about safety, not about So I'll do whatever. So it's like okay, she wants to drive. It's like fine, but then she'll like stop at the yellow light, and I'll be like, oh, and you can feel me like we should be going, and it's like just reach over and touch my dick, and it'll. Right? Like you don't even have to put your mouth in, just fucking a little fondle, and I'll be like, yeah, we can just stay here for a night. I don't care that we like it's so obvious, girls. Okay, thank you.
Give it up for David Bacon.
It's gonna end right now. It's ending. It's over. I'm gonna bring it back to your host. All right, you guys have been great.
Pearson, don't worry, he's got an enormous cock. He can shed a couple. All right. Only 2 more comics. We're almost done. This is so fast. Thank you all for sticking it out. You guys are the audience members of the evening right here in the front. Give it up for the folks in the front here, not rookies at this show. Hopefully that's the last time you'll be here. We love having you every time, even though I didn't recognize you. It was always nice when you're here. We only have 2 more. We got David Bacon, and then after David, we're going to have Nikolai Lane. So please give it up right now for David Bacon! Yes! Bacon, there he is! I really have to pee, and I don't like dogs. But I don't like dogs, because I don't think pets are, I don't understand the pets. I think maybe we'd be nicer to our homeless people if we couldn't have all that comfort from our pets. Because it's like, that's what people are for. No? Okay. Hey, we're at the Empire. It's kind of crushing, but I'm drawn to the light like a moth, or I'm drawn to it like a moth to the light. But I fear that soon we're all gonna have to hide in the darkness because of the Empire. No? No. I love the tables. But they're kind of new. They have a good style, kind of. What do you think of Mark Maron? No. What's that? Oh, freaking Bonobos versus the freaking, they're like so related to the, Chimpanzees. Right. We're working. We're like a comedy duo. I lay on the piano, he plays it. Woo. Marlboro Man. Right? Yeah. Oh, it says Gene. What the fuck's that? Is your name Gene? What? Oh, it's like God, you're like just freaking podcast guy. Yes! I've been listening to a podcast since before Marin had his. Fucking when I had to download them onto a pod. Right? I had to download it onto a. So the bonobos. The bonobos just like to fuck and they realize it, and I don't know why the women in our fucking human thing haven't realized that too. But the chimps don't.
And back in the day, in like the 60s or 70s, there was like Hollywood Babylon ladies would like have chimp pets to like fillet them, something. And then every once in a while the chimp would go crazy because chimps have a boundary and they don't like strangers once they're like adult people. They'll kill those strangers. Bonobos accept strangers, like we should, and just fuck them. Like if a stranger's outside into the bonobo thing, they just come in and the bonobos are like, come on in, let's fuck. They do the same thing when they find a new food source. They find a new food source, they're like, hey, let's party. They all have a wild orgy and then they eat the food. And that way the dudes don't steal all the food. It's like, pleasure the guy and he doesn't care. I'm trying to explain it to my lady. When I get fucking upset when she's driving and doesn't want to go through the fucking light, I'm like, come on, and it's like, she just touches my cock a little bit, and I'm like, it's fine. So, you know, we're learning. So it's like, you gotta figure out, I've been with my lady for a long time, but if you're new, it's like, when do you introduce bonobos into the relationship? Like, hey, you'll get everything done. Like, I'll live in fucking squalor, but it's the chick who wants the stuff to make it like, but this people have covered this. Right? I tried to do this thing before, but I had ran out of time, but it may not. And I'm going to run out of time again! But it will be no surprise, because for a while I was in therapy. And I have like a lady and then two lady daughter people. And we all went as a family. And I think I did the first joke, so I'll just skip it. After a while, the teen girls like slowly break off. Like the first one drops out, like, you know, I don't need this shit. I'm good. And then the second one drops after a while. And then eventually the therapist is like, maybe, I'm pointing to you as if it's me, maybe you should just come. And it's like, okay. So then I just went. And then after a while, I'm going, and dude, lesson, fucking bitches are smart. I think the women all were like, the only way we're getting dad to go to therapy is if we all go as a family, then we'll just all go off and then fuck. Bitches are smart. Thank you very much. Your last comic is coming up, but I'm not the guy to announce him.
Yeah. Get ready, everybody, get ready.
Wonderful. All right, yeah, this is it. It's our final comic.